The waste of the week goes to the city of Los Angeles, the city of angels, for failing to maximize the city's budget to house the homeless, and the State Department dedicating thousands of dollars for artwork to be displayed in the streets of China. Joining us now, the president and CEO of OpenTheBooks.com, Adam Andrzejewski. Adam, happy Friday to you. Great to see you. I want to start off on the West Coast. Los Angeles reportedly dedicated $1.2 billion to try and fight homelessness. Specifically, the city right now spending up to $837,000 to house homeless people. But what is the plan here? Where's all this money going?
So, Jan, the plan was to get the homeless people in LA into permanent housing, to get them off the street. And make no mistake, LA has a big problem when it comes to the homeless. There are 40,000 people on the streets of Los Angeles. And let's put that in context. The entire state of Texas, for example, has about half of that. So LA has a problem. These are open air drug markets. They're a playground for medieval diseases, and of course, homeless encampments. Just in the past year, there was about 50,000 citizen complaints of homeless people living on city properties.
So what progress has been made since it passed?
Not a lot. In 2016, that $1.2 billion ordinance passed. It was a bond proposal for the permanent housing for the homeless. And today, there's more people that are unhoused than ever before in the city of Los Angeles. And an entire bureaucratic culture has sprung up. For example, in city government, there's about 750 employees dedicated to housing and community development. And the top employee in that department makes more than a White House cabinet official.
And you also found how much these projects also cost, $37,000 per unit. 12 projects, if they were to do 12 of them, it would be $700,000 per unit. 41 would be $600,000 per unit. That's a lot of money for one unit. What does the community have to say about these new developments?
Well, the latest polling says that the people are very upset. 4 in 10 feel that they are significantly unsafe on the streets of LA. 2 out of 10 say they're considering moving out of the state. So look, politicians, most of this happened under previous Mayor Eric Garcetti, and he's actually up for a promotion in the Biden administration to the ambassador of India. And so all of this, we need to shine a white hot spotlight on and hold folks accountable.
Yeah, for sure. You also took a look at a grant that was given by the State Department that helps China with some artwork, and it's sort of this PR campaign, I guess, that the U.S. thinks they need to get involved with. Break this down for us. What is this all about, Adam?
So this is about our State Department trying to change thoughts and attitudes in China. And let's put that in perspective. In China, they're actually building 61 more coal-powered electrical plants, and that includes all the carbon plants that they're building. 61 new plants. They currently have over 1,100. 1/3 of all carbon pollution in the world comes out of China, and that equals the next 5 countries combined, including the United States. So this grant is absolute waste. The Chinese government is very happy to not fund their own starving artists, but to have the United States government fund their starving artists.
That's interesting. In fact, I want to read a little bit about what this grant says, because we're spending tens of thousands of dollars. It says this project aims to bring together 2 groups of Chinese and American artists to collaboratively create 2 pieces of artwork that portray a vision of a future in which humanity has successfully adapted to the climate crisis and reached zero emissions through technological and behavioral change. But as you have mentioned, Adam, this is likely to have very little impact when you consider they are building all these new plants in their country, and yet we're spending tens of thousands of dollars to try and do a PR campaign there. All right, Adam, it's very interesting to me to see where the checks and balances are when it comes to these kind of grants in the government. What can be done to make change?
So I think people need to raise their voice. And on your program right here, Jan, we've discussed the State Department grants going to the Chinese surfing community and now the Chinese art community. And this goes to the culture of waste within our State Department. We need to get serious and frugally spend every single taxpayer dollar, and funding starving artists in China and climate change, that's probably not the best way to do it.
All right. Adam Andrzejewski, always great to see you. Happy Friday. Have a good one. Thanks for joining us.
Happy Friday, Jan.